Welcome to Balance Body and Beyond. Thank you for joining me today for this yoga session in which our focus is going to be on balance. The name of the channel is Balanced Body and Beyond. So I think it's suiting. We do a practice with our focus and intention on balance work. Roll out your mat. If you have a chair nearby or a wall, that might be a useful tool for you because I will show you some poses we can do with a wall or a chair to help stabilize yourself. Come down to your mat, cross your legs, or maybe extend one leg. However, you can sit in an upright position. Maybe that's even sitting on a chair. But we're going to bring our attention to our breath to begin. You can roll your hands so your palms are up and your middle fingers and thumbs are together. You might shut your eyes or lower your gaze. Bring your lips together. Begin breathing in and out through your nostrils. We're going to fill the whole body with breath. Imagine your body is simply a balloon, and you're going to blow that balloon up with breath. And I want you to deflate the balloon as well. So let's inflate the balloon as we inhale and deflate the balloon as we exhale. Your breath can be audible, and by listening to your breath, you'll become more in tune to your breath, more connected to your breath. So we're checking in on how we feel, listening to our breath, and being present, being a yes to our yoga practice today. If your eyes are shut, we're going to open our eyes, lift our chin up off our chest, slide our fingers onto our shoulders, and we'll begin with some gentle shoulder rolls. Your circles may start small, and they may grow into diameter of a bigger size. Using our breath, inhaling, lifting, exhale, coming down. And then change directions. So we're just kind of decompressing here, unwinding, arriving here in this space on our mats, dedicating this time to our yoga practice, no matter how short or long it may be. And if you don't have time to do the whole practice, do what you can do, because everything counts, whether it's 2 minutes or 20 minutes. It's an investment into your health, fitness, and hold. Go ahead and take your hands onto your knees, and we're going to do some gentle twists side to side. Turn your head, look over your shoulder, look forward, and then switch. One more. And then looking forward, we're going to slide our hands back behind us, bring the soles of your feet to the mat and your knees together. A little sway side to side, moving the legs side to side, and then turning our head and looking away from the knees. And pausing, we'll gaze forward. We'll slide our left leg off to the side and then pull your right foot to your inner thigh. Now see if you can feel your sit bones. So we're going to push both our sit bones down into the mat and have this tall seated position where we feel like our vertebrae are stacked, one on top of the other. Keeping our left hand anchored down to the floor, we'll elevate the right arm. So you're going to push down into the ground with the bottom hand, reach up with the top hand. So right there, we're going to feel that stretch, pushing this knee down, flexing your left leg. Good. Now turn and bow. Bring your arm back up and then rotate and look back behind you. Awesome. Exhale, reach. Inhale, open. Now you can always add your own little special touch to this stretch. You can add your special touch to any of our poses. This is your practice. This is your time on the mat. I'm going to guide you, give you suggestions, help you along the way. But I want you to tailor your practice today to meet the needs of your body. We're going to fold and hold. Try extending both arms. You can drop your head down. You can lengthen your spine. I try to remind folks, depending where your head is placed, stretch is going to feel very different because it is. So you can try both ways of tucking your chin into your chest and lifting your chin up off your chest. We'll bring our head back up into position, stacking our vertebrae, one vertebrae on top of the other. And we'll try this on the other side. Extending your right leg and pulling your left foot to your inner thigh. Those sit bones pushing down into the mat so you feel like you're not leaning. Push your right hand down, lift your left arm up. So we're pushing down with the lower half of the body, reaching up with the top half. Yeah, lots of length there. Flex, toes up, and fold. Inhale, look back behind you. Yeah, very nice. Long, deep breaths. Let's fold and hold. You can extend both arms. Play with tucking the chin in and then lifting the chin up. See what suits you. Enjoy the stretch. And slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time. We'll take our legs into a straddle. Doesn't have to be a super wide straddle. See what works for you. Now we're going to go side to side. Hello, George. Yeah, so side to side. I tuck one arm close to the body like I'm cradling a baby. And then the other arm, ear goes over your shoulder. George is a little off kilter today. It was the first day of school. The house was empty, but we're getting it all together. One more. Good. Arms go wide. My youngest son is a senior in high school this year. He is the last one to leave the nest. But you know what? Outside my back door, I got 6 hens. My nest ain't gonna be empty. Good. Side to side. I also have George and Oliver. I have my horse. And I do have a husband. All things that are gonna make my house very full. Good, hold here. Arms come overhead, and let's just sweep the arms in a circle. All blessings, all beautiful things. Yep. And change direction. So feeling a little warmer by now? And then hold here. Arms come down, and we're going to put ourselves into child's pose. So as you settle into child's pose, I just did a short video on different ways you can do child's pose with your knees together, your knees wide, your knees hip width distance apart, or even your hips up high in the air. So puppy pose, and I'll just start with that, is your hips are really up high and your body weight is definitely rocked more forward. You still have the benefit of opening your shoulders. Some folks are going to be like this. If you can slide your hips back to your feet, that's going to be a more traditional style of a child's pose. Let's draw air in and out through our nostrils here, always remembering to breathe, full deep breaths. Continue to blow up your balloon and then deflate your balloon. Rocking our body weight forward, coming into our tabletop pose. Now in tabletop, shoulders are over your wrists, hips are over your knees, and you're gonna round your back, look underneath the body, like a cat, a scared cat on Halloween. Inhale, open your heart space. Exhale, round. Inhale, lengthen. Scoop your pelvis under the body. Feel the curvature of your spine change. We're going to get into balance work pretty early here. And it's going to begin in tabletop position and taking bird dog. So let's first send our right arm out. And as you set your right arm out, you want to feel your bicep just next to your ear. If you're not quite balanced, get yourself sorted out. And then let's take the left leg way back. You're going to flex your left foot and point your toe directly down. We're going to stay here for balance. Reaching, reaching. We want to take note that the straight leg here, your toes are down and your leg is at hip height. So this would be considered definitely a balancing pose. Our stabilizer muscles are on. Our hips are going to stay square. All 4 points down. And then let's try that on the other side. First, just extend your left arm, thumbs up like you're reaching out to shake somebody's hand. Make sure you can balance with these 3 points down, and then take your right leg out. Flex the right foot, toes down. Draw your belly in, almost like you're coming into cat pose. So balancing, balancing, balancing. And certainly be building heat and warmth. Excellent. All 4 points down. We're going to step our feet back for high plank. Shoulders over wrists. Holding steady here in high plank. A little bit of balance work. Lift one leg. If you cannot do this from the balls of your feet, just come to your knees. Switch. Okay, both feet down. Lift your hips for downward dog. Building some fire. Oh, my shoulders just cracked. From here, I'm going to have you do a double heel lift and downward dog. Both heels lift up. Both heels push down. Both heels up. Both heels down. Getting some extra stretch in the back of your legs. Warming up the bottoms of your feet with these heel lifts. One more. Both heels down. And slowly walk your feet forward, getting your feet all the way up to your fingertips. Holding in your forward fold. Try swaying side to side. Now, if your hands don't touch the floor, you could put your hands on something elevated. Or you can bend your knees a little bit, like so. Get your hands to the floor. but just trying to sway the hips a little bit side to side. Hold your hips still. We're going to roll up one vertebrae at a time. Excellent. Arms come overhead. Now we're going to tuck our feet in close together, fingertips to the ceiling. Big arm circle as you swing into your chair pose. Inhale, lift. We're going to come in and out of chair pose a handful of times. Flexing from the ankles to the knees to the hips. Inhale, up and hold. Palms are together, just the pointer fingers to the ceiling, and we're going to take a side bend. So first lift up and then come over. As you lean to the left, look under the right arm. Center. As you lean to the right, look under the left arm. Coming back to the center. Reach forward and fold. Inhale, half lift. And then as you fold, you're going to send your right leg behind you into a lunge. Now, we're not going to be in this lunge very long, but let's just open up the hips a bit. Go ahead and place your back knee on the mat, coming into this half kneeling position. So right away, you're going to be a little unsteady. So we'll see what we can do to steady ourselves out. I'm going to have you take your front foot and you're going to bring it as close as you can in line with the back knee. Now you'll notice once you're in this inline position, you're going to feel even more wobbly. So if you see me get a little wobbly, I might make some small adjustments by taking my foot a little wider, making my balance beam wider. And you do whatever you need to do to maintain that balance. Taking our arms overhead, we're going to twist and then look forward. So getting some more spinal twists, but challenging our balance, turning on our stabilizer muscles with our front foot as much in line with our back knee as we can. Up and hold. Arms are going to come down. Now, I'm not going to be picky where your arms are. You're going to start with heel lift on the front foot. Now, I'm pretty close to a wall, and I might even move over to demonstrate how you can use a wall here. Now, if you're successful lifting your heel, you're going to try to lift your whole foot. So think about it. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. So this is going to require quite a bit of strength from your hip flexor. And if I just move over here to my wall a little bit, I can put my hands on the wall, or if you have a chair, right? But that's a game changer once I've added in this assistance. Maybe it's one finger. Don't get carried away with how much you use a wall or a chair. Just a little bit of support, the tip of my finger. See if you can lift and hold. And then maybe you can let go. Ooh. You can always put your toe down. Yeah, so you got the idea? All right, foot flat, tuck your back toe under, and we're gonna rise up into a standing lunge. Once again, finding your balance. Then we're gonna take our fingertips to our temples. We're gonna bend our knees just a little bit. You don't necessarily have to be on a balance beam, but the more you're on your balance beam, the more difficult you're gonna find your balance to be. And we're gonna lean side to side. Now I'm quite on a balance beam for sure, and I can feel how unstable I am. And that is taking a toll on how much I'm bending side to side. So keep going. If you take your feet a little wider, and I'm going to demonstrate that here with myself, I'm going to be more balanced and I'm going to be able to bend more. So you find that place where you can still bend, but you're challenging your balance. Just being in a lunge is challenging enough for sure. But I want you to play with this, right? You're not moving in time with me. You're just discovering what's possible for your body today. Excellent. Hold here. Arms up. Straighten your front leg, and let's bow forward into pyramid pose. Just take your stretch. And then this pyramid pose, we'll come into twisting triangle. Bring your left arm up. Both hands down. You're going to push off your back foot and bring both feet side by side. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Reverse swan dive. Chair pose. Nice work. So let's see if we can do that all on the other side of the body. Inhale, lift. Exhale, forward fold. Hold this forward fold for just a moment. Let's try to rock a little bit front to back. Earlier we went side to side, so just this little rock front to back. I don't even know why I put George's dog bed out, because all he ever wants is to be on my yoga mat. Pause here. Inhale, half lift. And now when we fold, we'll send our left leg behind us. Long step back. So let's just experience the hip stretch here first, some leg separation. I'm going to try to lower those hips. A lot of folks, tighter hips, you'll feel your hips all the way up here. So we'll just gently try to get them down. Just do what you can. And now we'll all put our back knee down. Lifting up. I'm going to toe heel my front foot as much as I can in line with my back knee. Now naturally, this side I just balance better, so I can set myself in a better inline position on this half of the body than I could on the other. And then we're going to twist, and you'll feel that in your own body, where you balance and you're more stable on one side. But we work both sides with the same amount of effort, the same amount of time and attention, but just have an awareness more than anything that one side is different compared to the other. One more time, one more twist. Super job. And now we'll let our arms come back down. So we'll start with the heel lift. I just pulled my front foot in a little closer because I really want my heel to be directly under my knee. So start with some heel lifts here. Chest is lifted, rib cage is up away from your hips, tailbone tucked under. These are all important things to note to help create more stability in your body. And then let's see if we can lift a knee. Now, if you cannot do this from a kneeling position, you can also stand. And from a standing position, practice lifting your knee. And remember, we can be close to a wall. Use that wall for a little assist and lift. One finger, two fingers. Yeah, make sure your reach is effective and you're not turning your body in a weird position to hold on to something. Let's lift and hold. See what we can do here. Yeah? All right. Foot down. And now tuck your back toe under. We're going to rise up into our lunge. Again, arrange your feet whether you're in line or your legs are a little bit wider like on a railroad track. Fingertips at temples, a soft bend to your knee, and we're going to go side to side. Yeah, I just crept my front foot a little wider. Trying to bend a little bit more, making a C shape with the spine. Can you take one more bend? and hold. Ooh, arms up. Folding forward, coming into pyramid pose. Interesting, I'm doing this routine towards the end of my day and can feel I'm tired, which is certainly affecting my balance. And that's real. When your body's tired or your brain is tired, balance is always going to be more of a struggle. Let's go ahead and bring our right arm up. But it is really a great practice to do yoga when maybe your body isn't at its best or at its strongest. Right? In our day-to-day living, we're not always at our best. We're not always at our strongest point, but we got to keep doing what we do. No different when it comes to our yoga. All right, both hands down. Give your knees a little bend. Push off your back foot and bring your feet together. And slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time. Magnificent job. Arms up. And chair pose. So in our chair pose today, we're going to start practicing some balance here by picking up your left heel. Shoulders relax. And then see if you can pick up your foot, balancing on one leg. If you're close to a wall or a chair, you have that nearby. Maybe extend. Both feet flat, big circle up. Interlock your fingers overhead. We're going to take another side bend with our palms pushing up and then to the side of the room. As we bend to the left, we look under the right arm. Center. Come back to your chair pose. Get low. And then pick up your right heel. From here, you can pick up your right foot, but try to stay low in chair. Draw your shoulders down away from your ear like a giraffe neck, a really long neck. See if you can extend your leg. All these cues I'm giving you, long neck, lifted rib cage, tailbone tucked under, these are all things that are going to help you in your balance. Feet side by side. Inhale, lift. Interlock your fingers. Press your palms up to the ceiling. And side bend. Bending to the right, looking under the left arm. Inhale up. Arms come alongside your body. And now I'm going to face you. I'm also going to begin using a wall. You might have a chair to access as needed. We're going to come into a figure four. So in this figure four, it's a great hip opening pose. Our ankle is crossed over our thigh, and we're going to sit back as if we were doing chair pose again. We're going to draw the shoulders down, lift the head up, lengthen your spine. Now here's where you can use a wall. You can stay there if you're fine, but if you have a wall nearby, you can slide your back down the wall. Good, and if you're doing this, you want your ankle right under your knee. So I'm going to step off the wall a little bit. You don't want your heel tucked under your butt. And you can do this as a wall sit, which is super cool and very challenging. Now, I'm not going to feel the balance component as much, but I'm getting all sorts of strength happening here. The stronger you are in the lower half of your body, the better you're going to be at balance because you're going to be stronger. And then you can always just kind of push yourself off and see how you do. So let's do all that on the other side. Again, you pick if you want the wall. It's the great thing about doing this video at home. You can hit pause, move yourself around, and tailor the practice to meet the needs. And you're learning different tools, different techniques you can apply in other practices, which is what I want for my audience. I want you to learn. Whoa! Sound effects are fun too. Yeah, we're perfectly imperfect. Perfectly imperfect. Good. Lift up. Shake, shake, shake. Let's try this with tree pose. Another hip opening. And this is a way you can use the wall as well. Now, in tree pose, I always cue, you can put the foot below or above the knee. You can put your toe down on the floor. You can lift your foot up high. Good, so you pick. Now you can use this wall here, maybe just your shoulder blades. You don't have to put a lot of pressure, and then you can kind of push off the wall. So you can start with being on the wall and then kind of push off. But we do want to ensure the knee is pointing directly out. Hips are open. So here's my wall again. You can bring your arms up. Try not to lean your butt on. Yeah, I'm playing with it just like you guys. I'm just playing. I'm seeing what's happening here with my own body. Palms together. And you can also bring your hands to heart center. Yeah? Put a gentle smile on your face. It's not so bad. And switch. And it does get frustrating, balance. I get that. But on the other side of frustration is freedom. So keep that in mind. Trying to lose the frustration and just focus, do what you can. And tomorrow is a new day. And 8 hours of sleep can change everything. I'm not saying I didn't get 8 hours last night. I got a good night's sleep. I do everything in my power to get a good night's sleep. Sleep is always my first, meaning sleep, nutrition, and then exercise in my thoughts of self-care. Sleep, nutrition, and then exercise. Good? All right, let's shake it out. I'll come back to the front of the mat. We'll do a couple little yoga flows here. And inhale, lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Are you feeling better? Exhale, fold, both feet back. We are in our high plank. We were in a high plank earlier and we did the leg lift, right? So let's see if we can take our feet a little wider, creating a base, and do some shoulder taps. You can work from your knees, but balancing again, because watch, I'm balancing on 3 points. I'm balancing on 3 points. Option just to come to your knees, right? You're still balancing for 3 points. Core integration. Hold your plank. Lower your chest down, elbows brush ribs. Point your toes, cobra. You can advance to up dog, down dog. Bring your right leg up. We're going to step through for warrior 1. So landing your right foot where your right hand is, warrior 1. Just take that nice deep stretch. Breathe. Now for balance in warrior 1, I'm going to have you shut your eyes. So you lose your focal point, you lose your drishti. Now you still have 2 points of balance, but the moment you shut your eyes, you'll feel your body begin to shift and move a little bit, maybe a little quiver here and there, because balance is harder when your eyes are shut. So just practicing that. Any point in any time, you can shut your eyes and feel the change. Hands down, both feet back. Let's take a side plank, bringing our left arm up. Looking high to your top hand, lifting your hips. Almost feel like you're squeezing your inner thighs together. Some of you might be able to stack your feet. Some of you might be able to lift your top leg. That's taking it to a whole nother level, right? But there are options to upgrade, or put your bottom knee down, or lift your top leg. This is certainly a practice I have thrown a lot out at you, lots of options, lots of things to think about. So don't be afraid to try them and see what works, what fits, and what doesn't fit. Front plank. We'll catch the other side plank when we do the other half of the body. Slowly walk your feet forward. Inhale, half lift. We're folding right back down and sending both feet back behind us. And from here, lower your chest. Cobra to up dog to down dog. Let's lift our left leg, or excuse me, our right leg up this, oops, nope, let me start all over. Bring your left leg up. Good. Yeah, everyone's left leg is up. And we'll step forward with the left foot. Coming into warrior one. This is real world yoga, right? Bend your front knee, hips are square, your back foot is flat. Big, powerful breaths. And now, once you feel secure in your warrior one, go ahead and try to shut your eyes. Shut your eyes and take your big yoga breaths. Remarkable how one side can feel very different compared to the other. Are your eyes still shut? Let's try opening our eyes and bringing your hands down. Both feet back, hold here, and we're gonna take our side plank, bringing our right arm up. So you can have both feet on the mat with your heels touching. We talked about stacking feet. We talked about lifting top leg. I'm not there yet on this side to lift my top leg. Oh, maybe I can, maybe I can. There we go. Or bottom knee down. And still lifting top leg. I love it. Can you turn your head and look to your top hand? All right, front plank. And from your front plank, let's walk our feet forward. Roll up one vertebrae at a time. Well, I certainly feel warm now. Inhale, reach your arms overhead. Exhale down. Let's take one more standing balancing pose. And we're gonna do this in star. So we'll slide our toe out, extend your arms. Now in star pose, I like to add this lean first. So I'm dropping my rib cage towards my hips and then elevate your foot. Now, tuck your tailbone under. The idea of drawing in and lengthening out. Yeah. Bend this bottom knee a little bit, right? So rather than locking out that knee, give it a soft bend. Reach out with the arms. Let's try it on the other side. I didn't show you the wall option, but if you like, same thing as we did in tree. Well, let's start how I started you on the ground. Lean first, then lift. But you can put yourself on the wall. If anything, having a wall behind you where you can extend your arms brings attention to where these arms are. A lot of times I see people do star and their arms are in front of them. I don't know, I see all sorts of different things. But just know if you use a wall and you just try star pose even once, even if you know that you can balance, try it on the wall because you'll be like, whoa, my arms are over here now. There is no shame in trying something. It's not because you're making it easier. It's different. You might learn something. I'm all about learning. I love learning. And I think I said that on my last short. Show me something. Tell me something. Share something you know with me because I love to learn. All right, give everything a little shake. And then let's just come on back down to where we began, seated. Excellent job. Hopefully you took something away from today's practice. Let's shut our eyes. Bring your heart rates down. Bring your respiration rates down. Turn your head side to side like you're nodding no. Looking forward, chin tucks in, and then look forward, stretching down the back of your neck through your cervical vertebrae. Feels so nice. Good. And then let's just try little head circles. Don't overthink it. Go slow, be gentle. Little circles. Change directions. Ooh, I'm getting some cracks and pops. Cracks and pops are okay. You just don't want pain with those cracks and pops. If you get pain, that's your body's way of communicating. Please don't do that. Sitting tall, inhaling, palms joined together. Feeling restored, refreshed, rejuvenated, ready for more balance work? Join me for more at Balance Body and Beyond. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and we'll see you next time. Namaste, my friends. Thank you.